Hey, what's up? Welcome back, my YouTube outdoor family. Hey, it is getting close to Christmas time, and my family has historically been a bunch of procrastinators, myself being probably the primary culprit, waiting to the last minute to do my Christmas shopping. What I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to share 4 ideas with you that are still available that you can pick up on Amazon, and they're available to be delivered in time before Christmas. You can probably find them elsewhere as well, but these are products that I have used for at least a year for all of them, and in the case of one of them for many years now. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, the first product I'm going to go share with you today is a trail camera. So let me start off by saying I have historically been a Stealthcam camera fan. They work fantastically. I've used them for 7-8 years. I've probably got a dozen of them. But when I'm hunting on public land, or if I'm hunting on private land on property that I'm unfamiliar with and I don't know the neighbors, then I don't really want to risk losing my relatively expensive stealth cameras. So a buddy of mine, Danny at T&D Outdoors, and Shannon over at Swamp Stalker Outdoors, they did a review on a trail camera probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and it was a WoSports trail camera. And what they seem, I don't know if they've changed names or what, but now there's a company called WoSports. The specs for the WoSports matches almost identically to the WoSports. This is a WoSports model G600. This is a 4K trail camera, but it'll also record in, I believe it's 2K, and it will also do full HD at 1080p. This thing has actually blown me away with the quality. It records audio, which a lot of the cameras these days still don't record audio. It has an ultra-wide view angle, so the camera is, I believe it's a 120-degree angle, so it's a pretty wide view camera. And it also has side sensors as well. So instead of just having the one standard sensor, which the strap's covering here right now, instead of having this one sensor in the front, it has side sensors, so it picks up movement to the side before whatever it is actually gets in front of the lens itself. So highly recommend this camera. I believe it was it's like $37, $38, $39, something like that right now. Regularly it's around $80, but you compare that to like a Stealthcam 4K at $200+. You can't really go wrong with this. I've been using one now for over a year, and the thing has been highly, high performance, high quality, has not given me a bit of trouble out of it, long battery life. So check that out if you're in the market, or if you want to look at getting the outdoors person in your life a trail camera. Alright, the next item I'm going to share with you is if you have a hunter in your family or friends or whoever it is that you're shopping for. I don't know if they hunt out of a ladder stand, hang-on stand, saddles, set on the ground, whatever. Myself, I like to hunt out of hang-on stands and saddles, probably the majority of my hunting. I do also use ladder stands and ground blinds. But this past year, I picked up these Tethrd Skeletor sticks. These are by far the most impressive sticks, the nicest sticks I've ever owned. I've used a lot of different sticks over the years. Actually, I'll put a link to a video here that I did not long ago comparing and discussing the progression of my climbing stick experiences, starting with the first sticks I had, working my way all the way up to these. These sticks are incredible. Now, they come in around 2 pounds a piece. They have this Amsteel rope and the keeper and this connection system already built into it. These sticks are not the premium sticks like the Tethrd ones, but those Tethrd ones, they're pretty pricey. I mean, 3 sticks they're over $300 for 3 sticks, whereas here you're looking at 4 sticks for $225 or something like that. The standoffs on them are incredible. They are super aggressive. They bite amazingly well. They have these little nylon connection pins here where you can join the sticks together. I mean, see, I'm just holding one and they're all sticking together there. The steps themselves are awesome. They actually flare out away from the tree, so you can get a lot of boot surface traction there. Anyway, if you want to learn more about these sticks, you can check out either the video that I'm going to link in one of the corners here, or you can go to the Tethrd website or check them out there. But I'm going to put links to all these products down below, and I say that because these are all still on Amazon. You can go on Amazon, and I know a lot of people are opposed to Amazon. You know, it is what it is. So I'm just saying that because, you know, you can still buy from there, get relatively quick delivery. I know the 2-day delivery doesn't really happen much anymore these days. You're looking more like 4 or 5 days, something like that most of the time. But these are still out there. Put a link to these below. Highly recommend these climbing sticks for the hunter in your life. All right, the next product I'm going to share with you, I have been using now for 8 years. The very same one I'm about to show you. About 8 years ago, I decided I wanted to start butchering my own deer. I got tired of taking a 120, 125 pound deer to a processor and them giving me back 30, 35 pounds of meat. Something just didn't add up. It didn't make sense. So I decided I'm going to start butchering my own deer. Not to mention, at the same time, prices started going up. That was 8 years ago. People are paying almost double now in late 2023 to have a deer butchered compared to what I was paying 8 years ago. And I thought what I was paying 8 years ago at $50 a deer was ridiculous. So I started doing my own deer butchering processing. Part of that process was I bought a meat grinder, and I just bought one. I didn't do a lot of research into it. I knew Weston was a pretty well-known, reputable company, but I didn't look into the size of the grinder or anything like that. This is actually the Weston number 8. I don't believe they still make the number 8. I know they make a number 12, and they actually go up in size from there. But this thing has performed amazingly well. I mean, for over 8 years now, I've butchered multiple deer a year. Last year, we butchered 3 bucks. I mean, they were 3 good-sized bucks, actually. This thing ground a ton of meat. Over the past 8 years, it's ground a bunch of meat. I've butchered a deer for my uncle. I've butchered deer for my dad. I've butchered deer for my brother. I mean, obviously, then the deer that we also shoot ourselves, whether it be my son or I. But this thing has blown me away. Now, you know, it could go out on me at any point now because it's 8 years old. But the fact that it was a relatively entry-level grinder 8 years ago and it's still going strong, has not given me a bit of trouble, just gives me a lot of confidence in recommending Weston products to you if you're serious about hunting. And I know, let me set that down. I know a lot of people talk about they want to hunt to save cost at the grocery store. Well, that's well and good, but honestly, in reality, you know, by the time you buy your weapon, you know, at, you know, $500 plus for a rifle, and your ammunition and your clothes and your stand, or I mean, you can hunt on the ground. You're putting a lot of money into it. But then if you're shooting a deer and you're taking it in and you're paying $100 a pop or so to get that deer processed, in reality, you're probably not saving anything. So if you really want to save money in the overall scheme of your family's food expenses, I highly encourage you to look into doing your own game processing in 2023, what's left of it, and then going into 2024. Make that a goal. You know, I've got a couple videos that I have put out there. I learned a lot from just YouTube videos and a friend that was doing his own butchering, and I watched his videos and I learned how to do it all that way. So highly recommend, if you are going to do your own processing, you're going to want a grinder of some sort. Whether you want to grind your own burger or make your own sausage, whatever that is, you're going to want a grinder, and I highly recommend the Weston grinders. Once again, I'll put the link below. Alright, so lastly, I know those first 3 products really had to do mainly with hunting or meat processing, if you want to look at it that way also. So if you throw the grinder into that. This last product I don't have here with me physically to show you because it's rather large. A couple years ago, my family, we bought a camper, and we decided when we went camping, a lot of times we camp near a lake. Well, we wanted to take kayaks. Well, we decided what was going to work best for us was to buy an inflatable kayak. So what I picked up was an Intex Excursion Pro 2-person kayak. I've got a video on that I'll link up here in the corner as well. You can check that out. We were so impressed with that 2-person kayak that we went out about a month later and bought a second one identical to that one. So now we have two-person kayaks that allow us to go out when we go camping, or whether we want to just go, 10 minutes from here is a lake and a state park and all that. So we can just throw those kayaks in the bag, in the truck bed, with the cover still on it, run over there, get it out. Everything fits inside its own self-contained bag. You'll see all that in the link in the video above. I just didn't want to bring that out here because it's actually in storage right now with it being, winter time. So that's put away. But they have been exceptional. They're a single layer kayak bladder, but they have been actually very durable considering how much we have used them. My kids, they just paddle them right up on shore at the lake, and it's not a sandy red clay. I mean, it's a lot of shale and rock on the shore, so they have held up very well considering the use and the abuse that we've put them through over the past couple years now. So once again, I'll put a link to the video about that kayak up in the corner, but then I'll also put a link to the kayak itself down below. I hope you and your family have a wonderful Christmas, happy holiday season. Just make the most of it. Enjoy your time with loved ones and friends and family. And I just wish you the best. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, I would really appreciate if you'd go in, hit that subscribe button, or hit the bell. Hit the bell after you hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video. Give it a thumbs up. That like button really helps me out a lot. And drop a comment below if you have any of these products, or if there's something else you thought of that maybe I didn't and you want to make a recommendation to someone else maybe watching this after the fact. Once again, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless.